SSX is a franchise that has a following, and we wanted to be true to the franchise and give that same kind of experience that players have come to expect, but add to it. And some of the things we explored, like how dark and gritty and scary you could go and not be SSX. Okay, those were areas we didn't want to go into. It's not a fighting game. It's not a shooter. It should be bright and colorful. But at the same time, with the new concept we have of one mountain, we wanted to convey the personality of the mountain. So what we've done is had the mountain range from like perfect day, golden sunshine, these blue shadows, just a beautiful, calm day with birds and, sparkling snow, all the way to, an incredible blizzard and, avalanches and, kind of the darker, more threatening side of the mountain. And, I think with that, we've created kind of a really interesting range of personality. So it's, player trying to conquer the mountain, and the mountain gets pretty tough toward the end. As we started to work on the game, the things that really rang true for me were that we needed to convey altitude. I really wanted the player to feel like they were on the top of the mountain, and it was a huge mountain. And I also wanted to convey this, expansive world. Avoid putting the player in this trough where they can't really see anywhere, but give the impression that the world continues on and on and on, and you could pretty much go anywhere and explore anything, rather than just directing the player down a certain track. The whole idea of approaching this from a totally different perspective has been what I originally thought would be a big technical challenge. It's actually turned out to be equally as much a visual challenge and a challenge with how we manage and organize our production. So some of the challenges have been a bit surprising. I thought that technically we'd be really limited in what we could do. How much render power can you get out of that little box? And I've been pleasantly surprised how much we've been able to pull off. We keep putting more and more stuff in there, and it's like, God, I never thought this would happen. It's pretty exciting. But I think probably the biggest challenge is, in the film industry, I'm used to, for any given thing we do pass after iteration after iteration of just tuning it and just making it perfect, so that when you're in the movie theater, it just, it's seamless. You just buy it and you're scared or thrilled or whatever the emotion you're trying to convey. And I think in the game industry, a lot of the artists we're more used to, it's a house, it's a tree, it looks like a tree, it's done, it's in there, we're done. And and I think one thing I've been able to add is, but is it the right tree? Does it look the right way? Does it have the right amount of snow? Does it cast the right shadow? All those little details that, really make the experience come to life, I think is probably, one of the biggest challenges. I think the gameplay is absolutely fabulous, and I love playing the game, but since I'm doing the visuals, I'm going to say I'm most proud of the visuals. I think we've been able to bring things to the game that haven't been done before, things that I didn't think we could even do in the beginning. We're using rendering techniques that are used in the film industry. We're using global illumination. We're using mental ray to render our lighting. And, this is state-of-the-art software that's being used on Hollywood's biggest pictures, and we're using it on the games we're producing also now. So that's pretty cool. The SSX and Tricky, the pipeline for creating the visuals was completely different. So from the ground up, it's been overhauled, and we're able to, get a real focused effort and some really talented artists together, and basically use all those tools to make a game that, I think is, pretty close to, rivaling what you can do in film even, in a limited sense, but much more so than you've seen in the games before.